road to sub 90 half marathon. We've got a 19-kilometer progressive long run for today. We're going to be trying it at race pace. So we've got 5 kilometers warm up, and then we've got 9 kilometers at my 4:15 half marathon target pace, and then 5 kilometers conversational pace to end the workout. I'm running on pretty low sleep at the moment. I've only got 4 hours and 8 minutes, which is really bad. I just think my days are just super busy. They're just super hectic. I'm always like running around different places, and probably I'm just finding it a little bit hard to sleep. Maybe I might start taking some like magnesium supplements. I'm not really taking anything at the moment, like in terms of supplements. I'm only taking pre-workout and I guess like electrolytes, obviously, which leads me nicely on to what my fueling strategy is. And I've got this Hyrox gel right here. It's actually so funny, like I've kept these since I visited back in May, so they've been lasting quite a while. I'm just gonna take one now. And then this Cadence Race 500 milligrams of sodium plus potassium, magnesium, and a bit of caffeine. There's about, I think, 100 milligrams of caffeine in here. All right, so you would have seen that I'm rocking the new Adidas Pro 4s. I have actually been sold. I am actually now an Adidas fan. I used to be a Nike fan, but after running with the Evo SLs for a lot of my runs, I think I've been doing majority of my runs and my long runs in Evo SLs. I also hit my sub 20 5K in the Evo SLs as well. Like I wasn't even wearing any carbon shoes for that. So after that, I was actually completely sold on Adidas. I just really like the Evo SLs because they're such a light pair of shoes. And I realized that on my longer runs, when I'm going maybe like 20K or like to 25K, the Nike Vomero 18s are actually super heavy, and I feel like I just get very, very tired wearing them. I feel very slow, and it just doesn't feel as, you know, quick off the ground as the Evo SL. So I think currently I'm gonna have a look and see how many kilometers I've rocked up. I've rocked around almost 200 kilometers since wearing them. I think only about maybe like a couple months ago. Vomero 18s, I've done about 400 Ks in them. Yeah, it's actually such a good shoe, the Evo SL, that I decided to buy another pair in this grey colour as well.
Almost 3K into the warm-up. So that is 5K warm-up done. So we're going to move on to the 4:15 for 9K.
So come give me love.
5K into this. Camera's all wonky as well. Kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. Wonky. 2K left. 180 heart rate at the moment, so very high. Cool. That's 19K done. That was hard, really hard, especially because of the heat as well. It's actually still very hot, but we managed to do it. We managed to do the 9K in 4:15. I'm going to put the stats up on the screen as well, but it felt pretty good. In terms of the shoes, very fast shoes. I do think they are a tiny bit small on me because they do feel a bit tight. I'm a UK size 9 in the Evo SL, so I reckon I maybe should have gone up to like 9.5 UK. But in terms of like power and energy return, it's super good. The only thing that I had an issue with is the like blisters on the Achilles. Like I'm starting to get a bit of chafing there. But I think just the more that I wear them and maybe better socks, then that will negate the effects of the blisters.
選咗都冇所謂。
Really 好啊。
係啊係啊，不過係可唔可以 still 跑步㗎？
可以。
可以，
但係你做完之後你就盡快引乾佢咁樣咯。係因為最主要係怕你流汗之後啦，或者空氣裡面嘅污糟，因為始終佢係傷口。
哇！哇！
Will be
哇！
Yes。
哇！
Yes。會好啲啦。
嗯。So this is the laser afterwards. These are the results. Pretty red. The laser itself was pretty painful. It's kind of like an elastic band just flicking you all the time. But I guess that's kind of what you have to do to get rid of all of these blemishes and scarring. I had a lot of acne scarring. I have a lot of acne scarring because I had very severe acne growing up. So it's left a lot of bumps in my skin, pigmentation, redness. So yeah, really happy that I'm starting to get something done about it. This is only the first session. I think I will need maybe 2 or 3 more sessions before I can actually see some results. So yes, this is the skincare journey.
呢個你可以慢慢睇下。
好啊，我會careful 啲。
係啊，有咩你就再 WhatsApp 同我哋講。咁你睇下過多2-3日，可能你可以 record 睇你皮膚好咗之後會係點啊？你 expect 1個星期係啦，最即頂籠1個星期嘅啫，即大多數都係2-3日咁長，但係可能每個人 recovery 嘅時間都唔同。我再睇下 ，OK 啦。好啊，到時再睇，同埋我哋10月會係我哋 anniversary， 咁到時你可以再睇下。我想睇，但係呢段時間 OK 嘛 ？OK 啊。哦，我見到好多 function 喎，日日都跑步。
歡迎你嚟到香港2個月，係咪2個月？
係啊，2個月啊。
2個月。
哦，係喎，2個月啊，
係咪啊？
係啊。哇！I was on the flight 2 months today.
哦，啱好2個月。超乜定？2
months anniversary. 2 months in Hong Kong.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
係，Orange. OK，好，你再聯絡。OK。
So I have just picked up the FX3. This camera has actually been probably my dream camera since starting YouTube, but I didn't actually get it specifically for YouTube, even though I will be using it for YouTube, so the quality will be even better. But I am starting to get a lot of inquiries for shooting in Hong Kong. I think a lot of people have started to see the work that I'm doing, especially in the fitness space. So I've actually got a few meetings with some gym owners coming up to see if we can shoot some of their social media content. So I think it's time to start investing back into, I guess, this business. So the reason why I got this camera is because it probably is one of the best video cameras on the market at the moment in this size. It is quite old though, it's around 4 years old, so I was really questioning myself, do I want to get this now or do I want to wait for like the FX3 Mark II? But I think those are just rumours. I don't think there's actually any solid evidence that there is going to be an FX3 Mark II. This is actually the FX3A. So for people who don't know, the difference is that they released the FX3A, which just has a better resolution display, and I think maybe the internal software is updated to the latest Sony ones, and that was only released maybe 2 months ago. So I think it's very difficult to say whether or not a new FX3 Mark II is coming out or not, because they also released the FX3 II as well, the one with the really ugly viewfinder. So yeah, first reason, this is probably one of the best cinema cameras out there in this size, but also the second most important reason is actually these 2 SD card slots. I used to use the A7 IV, but when I came to Hong Kong in May, I actually traded it in for this camera that I'm using now, which is the A7C II, because I wanted just a smaller body. And then I started getting like client work, and I was like, oh, actually maybe I should have just stuck with the A7 IV because it has the 2 SD card slots. So excited to use this, excited to also use it for the vlogs as well. So yeah, I think it is a good buy. So in terms of the skin, it is the next day, 9:30 AM. Still looking very red, which is very normal, but I think, you know, I need to do maybe a few more sessions of this to see very effective results. I think they said maybe it will take 2 to 3 days to fully heal again, but it is really nice. I really appreciate the opportunity that they've given me to fix my skin, essentially, because, you know, it's something that has been bothering me a lot. I think I've mentioned this probably in maybe like a year ago in some of my videos when I used to do a bit of skincare stuff. Like, I used to have really bad acne growing up, and it kind of made me very self-conscious about my skin. And also when speaking to new people, I'd feel a bit shy, like I wouldn't really want to look into their eyes because I don't know, I didn't want to see them like look at my skin or anything. And I kind of just dealt with it. I kind of just like thought, just whatever, like it is what it is. It kind of got better in my mid-20s. I did realize that if I am quite stressed, or maybe if I don't drink enough water, then I do break out. But nowadays it is like fairly stable. Like I do get the breakout here and there. This bit here was a spot which I had to kind of pop yesterday. But yeah, I think it's good. Like I'm very hopeful that all of this can help with like all of the craters in my skin. So yeah, apologies if this is very close, but I just wanted to show you like very raw, like, you know, skin is not great. Also, this eye here, I accidentally like hit myself yesterday because I was putting this camera box in my bag and it was like really tight, and as I was zipping it up, I literally like humdog a arm. So yeah, very stupid.
Remember late nights cruising and wasn't nothing to it. Flicking up the shit, we bout to make a movie. Pouring up a cup, we bout to set the mood in the cup, rolling up, smoking something groovy. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. Got somebody that you loving well, oh well. Faking innocence and I won't tell. Little bit of ghetto and a little bit of bougie, ain't afraid to get this in a motel. Love calling my name, love laying my games. You ain't got no shit.
Okay, so we've just finished a little upper body session. Didn't really do too much, just some bench press, some shoulder work, lateral raises on the cables, shoulder Smith machine press, and then finished off with some pull-ups. Basically, because I've had this laser thing done, I'm not really supposed to push myself too much. That's what the aesthetics people said at Zen Chill. Even though I have been for a run, I just kind of want it to heal a little bit, so they were like, try not to do too much intense exercise.
So just go through the movements really. I am feeling pretty fatigued as well from all of the running. Like Sunday we did a trail run and that really took it out of me. That was like 12k of going up the trails. It was also a really bad day. Like there was a typhoon as well, so we got rained on so much. And then Tuesday I did a really hard session with Buffco. So we did a Michigan workout, and basically what that is that you do 1.6k, 1.2k, 800 meters and then 400 meters, and in between each of those you do 4 laps, so 1.6k at a tempo pace, which for me is around 4:30. So I did around 9.2 kilometers in total and ran the whole thing at an average pace of 4:10 minutes per kilometer, which is pretty nice actually. It's given me a lot of confidence to go into the sub 90 minute half marathon, which I probably will attempt at the beginning of October. It's still pretty hot at the moment, but it's definitely cooling down. I have noticed that I'm not sweating so much when I'm walking. But yeah, hopefully in a few weeks it'll be a bit more cooler and 4:15 minutes per kilometer is going to be more manageable.